What's up, everyone? Welcome to the CranKy Ducklings Twitch channel. Today we have our clan war between the CranKy Ducklings and Psionic Aftermath. I'm here. I am milking cookies, and here I am with Psionic Aftermath's very own Phoenix Tears. What's up, my dude?
I'm really excited. Even though I might be Psyx, but CranKy is my second home, and this has been a long time coming.
I feel like our teams are like brothers or sisters, you know, that kind of relationship, right?
I totally agree.
We're friendly, but we have our competitions and whatnot. So we have our map picks and our players. So I'm gonna call Robs is all lowercase. Call Robs. Update that real quick. Should look good. Then gonna get our map going. First map is Catalyst. It's gonna be between Akuro and Call Robs. I feel like, and they're both gold if I saw it right.
Yeah, and Colrobs is Terran if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, Terran. I gotta change his race. Terran, there we go. So this is gonna be an interesting match. I feel like put myself as a referee.
I haven't costed a gold league match in a long time.
I'm not sure what to expect, honestly.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a new experience. Get our team.
When I cast with Lord for the like the GM, when we cast the GMs,
Right.
I'm always the one who's like not I don't criticize, but I always want to point out mistakes that lead to like certain things in a game. I'm going to be completely different, I think. I think you have to be. I think you have to change the style.
Right. Oh well. Knowing that this is going to be Gold League players, I'm not expecting anything too crazy, right? Pretty, I would say like pretty basic standard builds in a sense, right?
Yeah.
So
or we could just see all 4 Braxes on the map.
We'll see, right? All right, so we got both players in the game. Players ready? Give it a quick check. Let's make sure we're getting everything ready. Colors, races, and whatnot. Call Robs is ready. Just gotta wait on Kuro. Just want to make sure she's good to go before we start. Ready? All right, both players are ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
I know Kuro will play standard.
I think so too.
Mostly.
We'll see how your boy plays, honestly. I think that's gonna be the biggest decision or excitement here.
It's also funny, I know a lot more about the player's play style from CranKy than I do from Psionic Aftermath, except for Miguel and Volt, of course.
All right, here in the top left corner in the teal, we have the teal Zerg player from CranKy Ducklings. He is Kuro. I fucking love this. Oh shit, whoops. In the bottom right, we have our red Terran player playing for Psionic Aftermath. He is Colrobs.
Did you just get this thing in the right corner that I've never seen before?
What right corner?
Oh, so you know that I've got a thing in the right corner of my screen that's got FPS and my GPU temperature and the power to my GPU and the RAM that's being used. I've never seen this before and I have no idea how to switch it off.
On the top left corner?
On the top, I mean top right, sorry.
Top right or left? Those are two different locations.
Right.
Top right.
Top right.
Uh,
And it's like huge. It's covering almost
I have no
The
idea.
whole, yeah, I have no
Not
idea.
sure you heard of that. So,
It is a little see-through, so we're good.
all right. Well, seems that Kuro is playing hatch first, pretty standard TVZ with the drone scout. However, on Kohlraab's side, we have double early gas, which is
Mm,
interesting to me because that's not something
mm,
you want to do in TVZ unless you're doing some kind of cheeky one base style play, in my
yeah,
opinion.
and also that I think it was a mistake to let that drone inside.
Yeah,
Because I mean he had the wall already.
yeah. You
I
probably
think the best,
a free drone is a
like
free
the
drone, right?
yeah, and the best way to play double gas is probably use the element of surprise. Like if you're gonna take that economic hit, you need to at least have the element of surprise. But now Kura knows everything.
Right.
She knows she can drone up a tiny, but then units have to be made at some point in the next 30 seconds.
hmm Reaper's coming across the map. Hasn't gone into her bases yet. Now he's starting to easy defense from Kuro, in my opinion. Just warding it off.
Yeah.
So reactor from the barracks coming down.
Oh, got the
Hellions.
Reaper.
Oh, got the Reaper.
That's nice.
Very good pick. Can get a fast third if wanted right now. Factory and barracks being swapped in their add-ons. And an expansion from Kohlraab's. So a delayed expansion, and he's still mining off both gases, which is still interesting to me. This reminds me of my early workings of double factory with two gases. And then Lumia and Terran were like, why is he getting the second gas? It's too much gas. Bitching at me all
That's,
the time.
that sounds like Terran Lord.
Third base going down for Kuro. Pretty standard. 3:30, not too late, but not too early. So pretty reasonable time. Speed will finish very soon, it seems like. And yeah, I feel like this is just gonna turn into a regular, normal, standard game. Just a little delayed from Kohlraab's, I feel like.
Yeah. That's why I don't always go super deep into what like Gold League players doing. I think this is his way of getting to a macro game. Like it wouldn't work for our level, but he's gonna get his CC done pretty soon. He's gonna be able to turn that into an orbital.
Right.
He can start to get a star point. He can get stim. I mean, he's not super far behind. Is what I'm trying to say from his
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah, makes sense. In my opinion, however, getting that early second gas kind of delayed his command
Oh, yeah.
center timing, and because of that, he's kind of struggling on minerals right now, trying to pump out Hellions for any kind of map presence or defense.
Yeah, like he should have definitely, especially the fact that he went double gas, he should have been sending these Hellions out on the map to pressure.
Oh yeah.
No doubt. Yeah.
But besides that, both players are just playing pretty standard. Kuro is getting her lair, is not a bad timing. Also dropping a Roach Warren, so she wants to be pretty much extra safe, it seems like, against any kind of attacks that are coming her way.
Which I do like.
Yeah, I do
'Cause
agree.
she knows always double gas, so
Anything
I don't
can
think
come
she's.
her way pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think she's over droned. I think she's made the perfect amount of drones. She's macroing into the mid game. I think what she's doing now is just super safe to reacting super safely to what she saw from
Yeah.
Kohlraab's.
Yeah, her early Overlord scout that got killed off, which is not a big deal, is perfectly fine. Gave her all the information she needs. And with these Overlord placements, she does see these Hellions coming out.
Exactly.
It's perfect. And it seems like Kohlraab's has these Hellions in some interesting shift queued movement path. I don't know what this is, but
Yeah, oh, that's weird. No, not the queen. Okay,
Not
that
the
queen's
queen.
dead. There's no saving it.
well, I mean, oh no,
No.
no, poor queen. She was a sacrifice for the gods. Getting three drones. We'll see if Kohlraab's can get a few more drones. Kuro
As
putting
long
down
as
some spine
oh
crawlers. She has forces
no,
being ready. Um,
that Hydra was those Hydras are important. I think she's okay. I think he's overreacting a little bit. I think he should pull this queen back. And I think like 3 roaches and those things would actually be enough for this. Just because
yeah,
aliens are just so bad against roaches.
I do agree. Having those 4 spine crawlers, I also agree with, is a bit of an overreaction in my opinion.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just what 5 Hellions, 6 Hellions, right? And this can
Yeah.
be easily cleaned up, 100%. However, while all this is going on, Kohlraps is getting his third. It's about to finish, and he's just macroing or trying to macro in Gold League standard, I guess.
I think he's doing a pretty good job. He's caught up. He got a few. They got bits. Got some damage in terms of drones by killing them at the third base. I think he got like 4, and then Kura was forced to make 4. Or she
Right.
thought she was forced into making 4 spike rows. So that's
Right.
8 drones, and it wasn't a huge investment.
I think he lost like 2 or 3 Hellions for all that,
Mm,
and
yeah,
by having her spend more money than what he lost, I think is a win for Kohlraps,
yeah.
100%. He does have a
I would have
pretty.
liked.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I would have liked him to just stay out on the map with the Hellions,
Mm,
because Kira's making roaches and Hellions are just so bad against, or Hellbats are so bad against roaches.
yeah.
Just to keep the pressure up, it would have been nice. But again, he's being super safe, which I can respect.
Right. Right. Kohlraps does have stim. I don't believe he has combo shields too, which is very nice. So he can do a pretty good timing if he wants to push out. I feel like keep up the pressure, try to hit the third base a bit more, and do as much damage as he can. On that, Kuro is getting her evolution chambers, getting her Hydraless upgrades. She seems like she's playing more of a Roach Hydra style by skipping out on the Baneling nest.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like, which honestly, at our level, Roach Hydra isn't that great because it kind of becomes useless towards like the mid late game, depending on the
Yeah.
unit compositions the Terran player has. But I feel like at this early stage of the game and the unit compositions, Roach Hydra will do fairly well against what Kohlrap has.
I mean, she scouts everything with Sling, which is important. But what I don't like from Koros, which I actually hate, it's going for Bio, but he's got double armor. You definitely don't need to go
Yeah,
double armor.
that's. I saw
Bio.
that. That kind of got weirded out by it, but you know, this is brood. It's Brood War. We're back to Brood War. We get every upgrade we possibly can at the same time.
Well, this is interesting. Kira's going for lurkers.
Ooh. Oh, we're in Brood War, boys. Let's
Yeah, we
go.
are. This is brutal.
Actually, I think what would be pretty nice is if Kohlraps has these Hellions turn into Hellbats, so we have more of like a tanky unit in the front line while his Marines and Siege Tanks do damage in the back. So if he does get like vehicle weapons and armor, I think it can help out a bit when he goes into a fight.
Yeah, and turning them into Hellbats
Oh yeah.
would also heal them up. They so damaged.
Jesus.
Like they're basically useless. They basically useless units unless he
Oh yeah.
repairs them or heals them. This attack from Kuro is probably just gonna kill him. Like this is a lot of Roach Hydra. and there's
yeah.
a lot of. I don't think he. As long as Kuro doesn't take an awful fight, because there's only 3 tanks. It might be enough if she like A-moves and doesn't try and get on top of them. But if they're not shooting for a long time, which I don't think they will be with how big Kira's army is, she should be able to overwhelm. But this is an okay pick
Well,
off.
she did deny that, and I believe it wasn't even a cancel.
Yeah. it
So
wasn't.
he lost that money. Kuro's map vision, his overlord spreading, is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. She has an overlord in every lane of the map, so she can pretty much watch Kohlraps and see where he's going, wherever he's going. Honestly.
Yeah, she's not gonna get dropped. That's without
Yeah, that's true. So Kuro is ahead in supply by about 30, and I feel like she is underestimating or maybe overestimating her opponent right now.
Mm. Yeah, and how
I,
much he has.
yeah, I think if you got all these overlords around, I think if she could have just sent an overlord to check the army, she would probably see that army's not that big. But the fight's coming in. Korobs is in siege. This isn't good, but Kuro is starting to back off. Siege tanks do get sieged up, taking some shots on those roaches. Now he's just fighting Bio against Roach Hydra, and
Yeah,
it's a little scary, dude.
and he's gonna be behind it in two upgrades in a
Oh
bit
man,
because he's just started one. I mean, these tanks do have +1, so he has to fight with those tanks. But these
right.
Marines have combat shield and stuff. There's no
Yeah, 0-0
+1
Marines.
+1. Yeah, these lurkers could come as a huge surprise.
I
Like you do
wonder.
not expect them.
Yeah, I wonder how well how she's been practicing with lurkers because I haven't really seen Kuro play with lurkers as much. So if she controls them well, and I would say at this point even rush them in front of Korob's army and burrow them right there, that would do a massive amount of damage to Korob's. But it looks like Kuro does want to start pushing up slowly to his third, try to see if she can do her damage on him. Korob does have his fourth base. Not mining from it, but he does have it just to be there.
I would like her to get some overseas with the army, especially because they've actually got overlord speed. Because she's encroaching super slowly, but if she had an overseas, you could see that Korob's army is nowhere in sight.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh god, are we gonna get a base trade?
Oh dear. Korob's is moving out from the right side. Kuro's now moving, trying to move in from the left. It's gonna be who decides to come back, I feel like.
Yeah. I think Korob's is making the right choice.
Korob's is coming back. He does lose his third. He might lose the second command center that's been made. And he does. Oh, that's two bases already down for Korob. I wonder if he's gonna go straight through the map and go straight into Kuro's, or if he's trying to circle around. He is in the middle of the map. This is dangerous for a Terran player, to be honest.
Yeah, I think a base trade doesn't suit him at all at this point.
No, I totally
The fact that he's lost his bases and he's going to lose another one. Oh my god.
Lurkers!
All these lurkers.
Lurkers!
If she had all oh my god, these are doing way more damage than I thought they would.
They did.
If she had them all together though, and he wasn't watching the army,
well.
No, I don't like this fight.
I don't like this fight either. Siege tanks got sieged up. They're shelling away. Kuro just lost all her units. Didn't trade that well. Now Korob's, all he has to do is pretty much go forward and fight into Kuro's side of the map. Kuro is trying to remax, but she's making mostly roaches and only a few hydras. I think what Kuro needs right now is she needs vipers at least to help out.
And there's no way she's gonna get in time.
No, roaches are trying to fight against the bio and the Hellions, which is funny because they're not even Hellbats, so this is a lot odder. Siege tanks sieged up, sieging away at the roaches. Oh, this is just.
Why do you don't say Roach Hydra, my friend?
Yeah, that's pretty much why. GG is called, and the Psionic Aftermath Korobs takes the first map. Oh goodness me. There it goes like that. Well, that was what a game.
Yeah, I think Kira was in a good position, but once the upgrades finished from Korobs, and they weren't equal upgrades, they couldn't fight anymore. I think Kira couldn't fight that army head on.
I agree. Also, I feel like those lurkers could have done some damage if, like you said, they were grouped up together, and when he walked up that ramp, if they were all together and they, send their spines through, I think a lot of that bio would have died. But it looks like we gotta go on to the second map. Let's see. Let's go back to. I think we're gonna go back to NA.
Yeah.
So back to NA we go. Do you know who your next person is?
Yeah, it's Miguel.
Okay.
He's playing random, I believe,
Okay. So I don't know
which
how
is
to
always fun.
spell his name.
It's Migwel.
Migwel, and he's playing random. Our next player is the one and only Yakuzaku.
Yaku. I know who all your players are. I know you haven't told us, but I know who your players are gonna be.
We have a tiny lineup. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Well, to be fair, I'm not 100% sure your diamonds will be. Well, it can't be you.
no, because I'm casting.
So it's definitely gonna be Claire. It's gonna be Claire.
But is it though? Is it gonna be
Yeah,
Claire?
it might not be.
Alright, gonna get players in. Is Miguel from NA?
He is EU, but
EU.
we
Okay.
did tell him to come. If you let me just PM him.
The right arcade. Leave arcade chat.
Why can I not find him? Oh, there he is. Ah, there he is.
Phoenix Tears. Game.
Oh, Eastwatch. Great, man.
Yes, it is. Eastwatch it is. Invite to game. Spectator.
We should have done it on the new map pool. That would have been fun.
I'm gonna. So I'm on US West. I think I'm gonna put it on US Central. Make it kind of fair, I guess.
Yeah. If I was doing an OSC tournament, then I would do Singapore on versus EU on
US Central.
US Central. Yeah.
Okay. Server is in. All right. So our next match is Yakuzaku versus Miguel. Oh, it's a capital M. Let me kind of fix that real quick because I want to make sure we're doing this right. All right.
I always forget to mention that that's because so many people have different
Is he playing Protoss?
capitalization of the name.
Or is he playing
Oh,
Ren?
he's playing Protoss.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me ask him. He normally plays random.
Mickey. I feel like that seems so bad. He's gonna play Protoss. Okay, then I'll change the no switch. Hold on, Light is giving me advice. Okay. So we're gonna switch to US East.
Okay.
Light is giving. Light is the server god after all, so.
That he is.
Got word from server god.
We have to listen when the server god speaks. You have to listen.
Oh no. Server god says east. Well, I mean, look, server god says what he says. Okay, we're just following what he wants. He's ready.
You know what one of my dreams is?
What's that?
Is to play StarCraft near a Blizzard server, so I don't have to play with 200 ping all the time.
Oh man,
That's probably
right.
one of my dreams.
All right. Well, we're starting up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
I only listen to Dead Deutsch God. Fair enough. That's a good way to live your life.
I mean, if you want to live it that way, sure thing. Alrighty, so then I hope this is. I hope we don't break the game. That's all I'm worrying about.
This server is always an issue.
Right? Like everyone has
Yeah.
server problems. Everyone complains about server problems. Blizzard, fix your things.
Yeah. Your game's been online for 8 years. Can we please just get a game with no bugs?
All right. In the bottom left corner on Eastwatch, we have our purple Terran player. He is playing for the CranKy Ducklings. He is CranKy's Yaksaku. It's so fun. I don't know if you've. Okay, hold on. In the top right corner of the map on Eastwatch, our orange Protoss player playing for Psionic Aftermath. He is Miguel. So, when Kuro and I were doing all this casting tool stuff this afternoon, we were setting up the player intro icon stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and it had the different animations you could put, right? There's like fade in, slide, whatever, and then there was one called fanfare. And I was like, "What is that?" And she was like, "I have no idea." So I was like, "I'm gonna use it because fuck it, why not, right?"
Yeah.
So we tested it, and it's just a bunch of fucking trumpets blowing. It's so great. It's like
I've got to put the stream on to see.
it's like a fucking royal announcement of like someone being introduced to the queen and trumpets playing. It's the best thing in the world, man. Like I was
so excited to
dying laughing when I heard it. Oh, it's so good. Alright. So both players are uh-oh.
No,
Oh
No.
oh no.
It's not me. It's not me.
It's Miguel. We have a bit of a pause. Excuse my English.
Oh, we went through a terrible time, Lord and I, of just having disconnects in almost every third game.
Oh, dude.
So especially when we were casting, it was so bad. So every time it happens, the PTSD comes back and reminds me.
Okay. We have a bit of a problem. We're on US West, apparently.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure my settings are I chose East for region. It's very hard to go. Alright, it looks like they're just gonna play.
I just heard it.
It's the greatest, right?
Game resumed.
Alright, so we're back in. Players decided to play on US West, so we're gonna just continue on it, I guess. Yeah, Yaku opted for the SCV scout because his SCV was chasing a probe all the way back to Miguel's base. Which, I mean, might as well, right? You can do what you gotta do.
I think you have to SCV scout though on Eastwatch, especially against the Protoss, because there's so many proxy locations.
That's true.
There's no way there's no way by the time your Reaper gets across the map, it's a proxy. You're gonna see it too late, and you're also never gonna find it with the Reaper.
Yeah, I agree with that. I haven't played many Eastwatch games. To be fair, I haven't laddered enough. In all honesty, looks like we're having another lag spike.
Oh God.
But yeah, for myself, I haven't really laddered enough, in my opinion. I feel like so. Trying to play on Eastwatch isn't that cup of tea. That was pretty cheeky. Miguel pulling
Yeah.
all his probes to kill that Reaper. Ooh, that honestly, it's a bit risky, but he made it work. And so now
Yeah.
Yaku is now playing
You've got to
back in his
kill that
own.
Reaper though, because that's a whole lot of mining time
Yeah,
gone in the first part of this game. But yeah, he got the Reaper, so in the end, worth it.
yeah. Miguel's going for Blink, so I feel like this might be some kind of Blink stalker push harassment style. That really cheeky stuff that people have been doing like 2 patches ago when that Blink Stalker was ridiculous.
It still is.
Yeah, well, to a degree, it's manageable in a
Yeah,
sense
it's manageable.
now, but before it was just it was a nightmare. Yaku going for a standard 111. Starport will probably land on that Tech Lab add-on, which is completely the standard in a sense.
Yeah.
The only question
I
is
like
what's going to come out of the Starport,
Mm.
and that always differentiates from everyone.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's going to be a Raven. So this is fun.
I think maybe he's making the Raven because he saw the Twilight Council, so he's like, okay, this could possibly be TTs because he didn't see the tech follow up afterwards.
Right,
I mean,
right.
his Reaper wasn't there long enough, so I mean, it's a pretty safe choice. I don't mind
Right.
it because I mean, he is sending it across the map, so he is trying and be aggressive with it. But Ravens are pretty strong in the mid game in the current patch against Protoss. So
Yeah.
they're always gonna, if you keep it alive, it's gonna have some kind of use later on.
Yeah, that anti-armor missile is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, damage-wise and the effect it does for armored units. And if Miguel does go for this heavy gateway kind of Blink Stalker style, then I think the anti-armor missile will help out a lot for Yaku's units to shred up stalkers.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We have an adept at the third trying to like deny Yaku of the third base, it seems like, which is pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. Raven is coming around, trying to be all sneaky. I think he's gonna be dropping auto turrets from what it looks like. One auto turret goes down, one probe.
Good pull.
It was a pretty quick pull. It was a good reaction from
Yeah.
Miguel. We have a drop coming out from Yaku and just passes by that adept. Adept barely missed it. So this drop has been undetected so far. More auto turrets being dropped. I don't think he got any more probes at that.
Nah. Only got one kill.
So 2 probes overall have been killed. 1 SEV has been killed by Miguel. Miguel just grabbing his third, playing pretty like standard, honestly.
Yeah, he's been very tech greedy.
Yeah.
But if there's one map you're gonna get away with it,
Oh
it's
yeah.
gonna be Eastwatch.
I do
'Cause
agree
He's
with
gone for he's gone for Storm and he's gone for Robo units, which you normally just pick one or the other.
You're right.
Because if the Terran does some kind of 2-based, well then you're dead. But
Oh,
I mean, Yaku's not doing that firstly, and also, this drop is good. This
Oh.
drop is doing some damage.
5 kills so far. Wonder what he's gonna push to do more damage. He's targeting the Templar Archives. Storm does finish, so a little too late for Yaku.
Yeah.
Trying-
It's not worth focusing that down.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
anymore. But he does pull out. Goes for the natural. Oh, that feedback on the medevac. Oh, and
That Storm.
that.
Actually, I was about to say that was a very weird Storm, but it saved the High Templar, so...
I mean, to be honest, I feel like that was a bit of a BM storm, right? It was only 3 Marines. Come on now.
Get there, Fadi.
It's like, get out of my face, son.
Yeah.
You have no honor here. Raven did try to do a bit of damage, drop the auto turret, but however, there were no probes at the main until Miguel sent them back just now. Yaku does scan the natural, checks out Miguel's army composition, which should be not surprising, honestly.
Yeah.
Immortals, Stalkers, Storms, a few Adepts, and getting charged for Zealots, so he's going to start becoming more Zealot heavy. One thing Yaku needs right now, I feel like both players were trying to be tech rushing, tech heavy.
Yeah.
However, Miguel is doing a better job because he has his third base, while Yaku is still off on 2 bases. He's on 2 bases, 1-1-1 bio, and trying to get ghosts also. Little greedy in my opinion.
Yeah, he needs ghosts, but yeah, not at the expense of the later command center. But I mean, I'm pretty proud of him. I know I've seen him play before. A lot of lower league players don't tend to shy away from ghosts,
Right?
Because they're quite hard to control.
Yeah.
So, but if he gets one really good EMP on this high Templar attack that's coming, he can crush this Protoss army.
Oh yeah, I do agree with that.
And even though it's on Eastwatch, you can just but no. This is
Yaku scanned the natural, saw there weren't any units there, and I think he decided, oh, if there's no units there, I think I can just straight shot in and be all right. Miguel, however, I think what happened was he went to the third, realized there wasn't a third base, and now he's like, where's your third, my dude? I'm confused. Yaku, his Raven has been doing a bit of work, honestly. He's been dropping auto turrets every so often around. And, looks like Miguel's coming back home. It might meet up with Yaku's units. Yaku hasn't reacted to this. 1 tank goes down. A second tank goes down. He's got to start EMPing High Templars if he wants to do that. He gets the EMP! Oh, that was a good EMP, but second High Templars is coming. Oh, this is the storm.
Dodges one.
Oh, no. Oh, and the medevac goes down. That was pretty cleaned up by Miguel. Oh, man, I was so hyped. I thought he got the High Templars, and I realized more were on their way. Oh, no.
Worst fight he could have taken. Absolutely worst fight he could have taken.
Oh, dear. Now,
if he had realized that the army was behind him, he could have quickly repositioned and stemmed it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Taken the army at the back. But he went straight for the base to where there was more army waiting, so he just got absolutely sandwiched.
Oh, yeah.
And with that amount of storm, that's not a position you want to be in.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like Miguel wants to try to push in. I feel like this is a little scary for him. Trying to go up a natural position, up a ramp. He hasn't seen this drop that's going out, so I think he's still afraid of what's up here. It's only 2 tanks, a few ghosts, and a bit of bio. His observer is gonna see what's there, gives it a quick check, decides, nah, maybe next time, goes back home.
Yeah, I mean, what I would do in this position is I would take a 4th base. I would start to tech up and get some Stargates and start thinking about Tempest production. But I would have stayed out on the map with this Protoss army. And just make sure that the 3rd and 4th doesn't go down. I don't think he should ever attack into this ramp with the position he's in. Jay, I like this that he's going to go check at the skull base, because if he can shut the skull base down from Yaku, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. This drop is...
The drop did pretty good. 6 probes. It's not too bad. However, I feel like at this point of the game, getting only 6 probes here and there isn't going to be working out, because Yaku just lost his gold base. And he did make another base at the normal 3rd. He was being a bit greedy with the double expand. But here comes a drop again, doing some work. Try to drop in the natural. Got 8 more probes. Pretty good number. He's gonna go back to the 3rd. He's gonna keep abusing the close proximity of the bases, and he's actually doing a good job of it.
Yeah, I mean he's equal to probe count. Like, it doesn't matter that Miguel's got 4 bases at this point.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of charge left in his base that he needs to do it to right now.
Yeah.
When he's killed 20 probes, he's back in this game, I think.
I do agree with that. All he has to do really is make sure he has his command centers and they're safe. Ghosts are out. EMP. EMP.
Oh my god.
EMP. He just EMP'd all his High Templars. However, this
is really good
Bioforce
for Yaku.
is it so big? Oh, but the GG is called Yakuzaku taking that game.
I don't think he needed to GG. I think he was okay. I think he was not in a great position, but I think he could have won that fight. And unless did he lose the War Prism? I think he may have lost the War
I
Prism.
think he lost the War Prism, and just having those High Templars get EMP'd kind of just, I think, screwed him over a little bit. Yeah, I think he saw
those EMPs.
Those EMPs were very nice. I will have to say myself. I felt like it was a little sloppy. I think he kept missing with a couple until he got that perfect one, but very nice. Oh man. All right.
That was pretty insane.
That was a good one.
Even though he lost that first fight, he still got some pretty cool and pretty sick EMPs.
Yeah.
Gotta respect that.
So our next map is going to be on a backwater.
Oh yay, backwater.
It's a good map, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Look,
That's the greatest game of all time.
Everyone has a third. There's
And a
nothing.
fourth,
And a
basically.
fourth. Nothing is wrong with it. All right. We
I
have
don't think it's a bad map. I don't mind like if you have one of these kind of maps in the map pool. It's just weird that Neon Violet and Eastwatch was in it as well.
Right. So our next player is Claire, or Pexian, as we like to say.
If I were a soup. No, yeah, it's If I Were a Soup. I love that name.
Is that really
that
his
name.
name? If I were a
His
soup?
name is If I Were a Soup, I would be Butternut Soup.
Butternut soup. Wow. Let's see.
Yeah.
He's in a game. Oh, okay. Because we got him in already. Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely be Butternut Soup. Although, when I had my wisdom teeth out, my mom found this place that had butter chicken soup. Oh my god, changed my life. That was it. It was the perfect, because I had sick of eating butternut soup because it's kind of the only soup I had.
Right.
I mean that I eat, but then my mom found the butter chicken soup.
Butter chicken
And that was
soup.
just-
I mean,
yeah, it was so good.
looks like Claire's having joining lobby issues, so he's gonna relog real quick.
Blizzard, please.
Blizzard, fix your game. Please. No one cares about Overwatch. Fix StarCraft. Thank you.
Oh, you think Overwatch doesn't have its bugs? Of course.
Look, we don't need to have to talk about Overwatch, all right? It's not important.
I guess so. But at least the bugs in Overwatch, I mean in StarCraft, stay out of the game.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, in Overwatch, it's not fun when you sometimes when you play as D.Va and you get your mech gets destroyed. Sometimes you're ejected off the map, like literally you're flying. It's like an out of body experience. You all of a sudden are flying in the air and you can see the map, but you can't touch the map.
All right. Is If I Were a Soup NA?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, he is.
Okay. So I'm gonna put us, or hopefully put us on US West. Make it easy or even, I would say.
Yeah. Even though he isn't watching, he might watch the VOD tomorrow. I would like to wish Terran Lord a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Terran Lord.
Could not be worse to be sick on your birthday, but
oh, that's the worst, right? I hope you get some cake. All right, both players are ready.
Well, he's not a big fan of cake, so.
Oh, is he a pie person?
No, he's a. How to describe Terran Lord?
How to
Think about the fussiest person you could think of.
He's really sassy.
No, fussy.
Fussy. Okay.
Times that by 10,
Uh-huh.
and then you get Terran Lord.
Oh god. All right.
We'll get him ice cream. That's his favorite. But it's
Ice.
only he can only like he can't eat vanilla ice cream. It has to be strawberry or chocolate.
We are on Backwater LE, and in the top left corner of that we have our Green Terran player playing for CranKy Ducklings. He is Claire. I still can't get over it. It's fucking hilarious. On the bottom right, we have the purple Protoss player playing for Psionic Aftermath. He is If I Were a Soup. So fucking good. I just love it. Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute the stream as soon as we go into the game. Just hear it again.
It's so good to hear those fucking trumpets, man. It's the best. I want all intros to be with trumpets now. Oh my god. Well, so we have Gateway Scout from Soup. Pretty standard for Protoss, honestly.
Yeah.
Most likely Gateway expansion, in my opinion. Yep. Probe's already out. He does spot that Claire does not have a wall. And honestly, this is something I've seen from Claire many times.
Yeah.
Is he never makes a wall. He's been making a wall in TVZ.
Yeah.
It's getting better, but
It's getting better.
in some, I guess, other matchups, he's not making walls still, it seems like.
No, I was watching his stream and he didn't make wall against Zerg.
Oh
He
god.
didn't get punished. He didn't get punished for it.
Right? Okay.
God, if I scouted that with my overlord, that there was no wall as Terran,
You would
I'd
send
just
like
kick the Ziki.
you just
I would
yeah,
just
right?
kick the Ziki for the rest of the game.
Right?
Well, it's a free win. It's basically
You
a free
just
win.
you just throw all your Zerglings right into that base, penetrate it, and you're just like, bro, make a wall, right? That's like the solution. Like even in okay, for me, even in Terran versus Protoss, like if I was a Protoss player and I saw no wall, I'd be sending zealots all the way through. I don't care if they gotta walk. You're going there.
Yeah, proxy 4-gate.
Proxy 4-gate that bitch. Get in there. Go fuck him up. We got
You have to do something about a Terran up.
yeah, like come on.
Especially being a Terran for so long myself. I feel like it's my duty. It's my it's the best way to describe it. It's my duty to teach that Terran that's not building a wall.
Yeah.
That it's a good thing to build a wall.
It should be hardwired into your brain. I need a wall. Sure, it might not be, I need a wall now, but
Now,
it's got to be, I need a wall sometime.
yeah, at some point in this match.
At some point. So we got a Twilight Council, Twilight Robo from, not even a Robo, Twilight Gateway from If I Were a Soup, going Blink. So I think this might be actually the Blink shenanigans we were talking about last game, because he is pushing out with 2 Stalkers right now. So,
He's gonna find nothing though with the Stalkers though. If Clear Micro's okay.
yeah, I mean, there is a tank out now, and he does have a good amount of Marines. So I would be a little afraid for Soup at this part of the game.
I don't mind it though.
I wouldn't mind it, but it's like you can't really do too much damage, right? Can't really poke your Stalkers in. That
If you see that you can't get damage down, you go straight out.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that he moved that with the Stalker.
Oh, yeah.
He also gets quite a lot of scouting information.
Mhm.
And I believe he had a Stalker at home for the Reaper as well.
Yep, Reaper's still coming around. It's still alive, so just gonna.
It's dead.
Yeah, it's dead now. Bye, Reaper. Can't do anything about that. Got a Robo and 2 more gateways coming down, so I feel like it's gonna be a Stalker heavy kind of game.
Yeah.
Most likely, only a 3rd gas for I'm a Soup. He has stopped. Well, he kind of like his pro production was a little weird.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't queuing up probes fast enough.
I
So
was gonna say.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say like he's banking a lot of his chronos. Well, I've seen someone do it. Blink, or not a blink attack, but you get 4 gates,
Mhm.
and then you keep all your chronos and just keep chroning the gates. Like you get
Oh
incredible
yeah,
amount of units out. But I think he just made a mistake and hasn't been using it.
right. Oh, it's getting charged now. Stalkers against Marine tank. I don't know, man.
Yeah, he needs to. Even with blink,
He's got
he needs
a
to. He's got to stay with the shield battery, or
yeah.
the game's gonna end.
You gotta respect this man. Oh, he's
No,
kiting
although-
well. The Marines don't have stim, so that's a bit of a problem. But there are reinforcements from Claire coming in. As long as
Long as
Claire
he-
can siege, like,
Yeah.
what is it, siege up at right places. Oh, this is a, woo.
If you can buy enough time to get charged, though, then this attack's gonna fall flat on its face. But I don't think he will. I don't like this.
So
this flank.
stalkers coming
I don't-
from behind, trying to pick off tanks. I feel like,
That was a very weird
oh
flank.
yeah.
I was never gonna win.
No, these stalkers take way too much damage from these siege tanks, and that's hurting Soup a lot. I feel like again with you, zealots or even like a couple immortals, like at least to help out with this, because he's just sending wounded stalkers into siege tank fire, and
Yeah.
that's not the greatest thing.
I don't think charge will even help him at this point.
Oh man, he's
Especially with stim finishing.
yeah. I
Probe's
think.
dead.
Oh, there goes probes. GG is called. Claire takes the game over. If I were a Soup. Goodness.
I
gracious.
always had faith in my team. But I always knew it was gonna come down to.
Oh man. Well, that was a pretty quick game. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
But honestly, that to me, that game represents like a good macro player versus a person who relies on like a certain build order. In a sense, like Claire's macro, like even though he didn't have any upgrades like stim or +1 or anything, just the fact that he was able to macro units out and get them on the field kind of like broke apart if I were a Soup.
Yeah, and this is a pretty big counter to Blink Stalkers. So I think he saw the Twilight working, and he also saw how many Stalkers he was making.
Right.
Because normally you don't want to move out with tanks without stim.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely worth going for some kind of attack like this, because even though you have Blink, with the amount of tanks, as long as Claire just keeps going forward with the tanks.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to take a godlike engage where you blink on top of the tanks.
Yeah.
That's also a mistake Soup made. Like he blinked before he engaged. Instead of doing that, he should have just blinked straight on top of the tank.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like if he had, because there were only like really 3 tanks, and he had a good amount of stalkers
Yeah.
when he sent them off to the side, and if he were just able to blink on top of those tanks, pick them off real quick, then he would have had a chance. I felt like, but
Yeah.
he blinked off to the side, then he tried to like blink in, but he kind of fell short on that blink. It seems like, and it kind of landed still in range of the siege tanks being able to shoot them, and
It's because he had blink off cooldown. Like he blinked straight down and then went for the tanks. Like
yeah.
They took 3 tank shots before they even got close. Like,
Yeah.
From then on, the game was over. If he just blinked, was decisive, and blinked on top of the tanks, focused them down, because those Marines didn't have Sin, eventually he would have been able to win the fight out.
Yeah.
Even if he had to pull a couple probes.
So your player is Volt, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's go. Volt it is. So
If I could choose someone to be like the Zerg, that's a hard counter to Volt, it would probably be Light, but Volt's pretty confident.
Volt is confident, I'm not gonna lie. I do like Volt's playstyle. I think, I don't know how it is, but I think even Terrorlord agrees he needs the macro Volt.
think everyone agrees. Everyone who knows Volt knows that if he worked on his macro, like I'm not saying to ever take like the dropping out of his game. That's something he's just very good at. But sometimes if you just take like 30 seconds to just chill, stop the drops, and just make sure you're spending your money, I think Volt would be
Yeah.
Masters 3 going on Masters 2 for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a very scary player when I play him, but I also know how he plays, so I know if I can, because I've always been a very good macro player. Not recently because I haven't practiced a lot, so I know if I can get to the late game against, and I've kept a lot of like my probes, drones, or SCVs alive,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I've been spending my money. I know I'm going to put me in a very good position. I think that's how a lot of people just need to play against well. Just got to be super defensive.
All right. So it looks like we want server to be US East. I'm set to US East.
Yeah, let me make sure I am as well. Yeah, I'm on US East as well. This is going to be a TVZ for the ages.
It's gonna be one of the. I feel like one of the best games between our teams, right?
Yeah.
Light versus Volt. I feel like it's a good game.
I feel like it's the Maru versus Dark of our
Yeah.
two teams.
In a sense, right?
Yeah.
The shitty version of Maru versus Dark. That's what I'm thinking.
Even just to mention him as Maru versus Dark is a confidence enough.
All right.
But yeah.
We have in the top right corner of the map on Blackpink, we have the Red Terran player playing for Psionic Aftermath. He is... Oh, wait. Volt! Tickus! They're complaining. Volt is complaining it's US West.
It is
Okay.
US West.
I have no idea. I set mine to USD.
Okay.
Anyways, in the bottom
Yeah.
left corner of the map, the Green Zerg player playing for CranKy Ducklings. He is Light VIP.
You know what would be the biggest anticlimax to this?
What?
If one of these guys cheeses. Like, I know Light can. I know he does some cheeses.
Right.
But it would be the biggest anticlimax because I'm expecting a long Titanic battle that would go into the late game. I want to see
Yeah.
Ultra Discs.
Dude, if one of them cheesed, that would be like hilarious. Right. I think like the cheese. Okay, if Volt cheesed, right? I think it'd be, kind of. You would expect the Volt to be the one to cheese in a sense. I feel like, right? Because he's very aggressive, in a
But
sense.
the thing is he doesn't cheese. That's the thing.
So okay, then I
Like-
guess it's like for both our players then.
Like he's part of the 2-1-1 or die.
Right. Yeah. Like if I saw Light cheese, I would be crying. I'd be so scared because he never does it, right? So I guess
Yeah.
both our players have respect for each other in a sense, where they don't want to cheese each other, and they probably know that their opponents don't want to cheese each other. So
Yeah.
we're at that kind of weird mindset in a way. I feel like.
Yeah, and also, I one thing I would never do to Volt, even though he lost earlier to a bunch of cheeses, I wouldn't be the first one to try and cheese him. He's pretty solid with his micros, so he's always going to get the best out of his units.
Right. Yeah.
And he also knows how to defend.
Oh.
He knows how to defend the different cheeses, but
Yeah.
even though he lost earlier to 3 different cheeses.
No, it's all right. I lost to fucking Baneling All-Ins in JSL a couple days ago, so I understand where Volt's coming from.
Do you know what happened to me last week?
What's
JSL? I wasn't even angry. So I had my wisdom teeth out 2 days before that, so I
God.
was very inclined to give the walkover.
Right.
So I played this guy from Lit,
Uh-huh.
very nice guy. He even said that he would reschedule if we needed to.
Right.
But first game I get to on Abiogenesis.
Oh
We
God.
both go for Bailing Wars, obviously, because
Oh God.
that's the obvious thing to go for.
Right.
And I just realized my hands are just not working. Like
Oh
they're just
no.
not responding to anything I'm
Oh
doing.
no.
my legs ran into Bailings, and my macro was better. I had more drones, but I just lost straight up to him.
Oh
And then
no.
the second game, I get Protoss, and I'm like, okay, I would be very, very stupid to try and play a macro game. Let's just do a charge all in. I know the build pretty well.
Right.
He goes for a roachling all in.
Uh-huh.
So I see that it's coming, so I make it immortal. So
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, I've got this. I've got everything I need. Charge is done. Then he comes in. I've also got to get a war push so I can micro my immortal,
Right.
and also so I can counterattack once I've dealt with it.
Uh-huh.
Again, my hands are not moving. I lose the immortal.
Oh,
Not
no.
even just to like roaches. I just aim move into a bunch of lings and
Oh
it gets
no.
around.
Oh no. That's the
And
worst.
I know deep inside me I would have definitely won those 2 games if my hands were doing what I was asking them to do.
Right. Oh.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, Volt is doing what you exactly said, 2-1-1 or die, pretty much. So, if I recall 2-1-1 builds, the next step for him is he's gonna go for a double drop, most
Yeah.
likely. He was a little supply blocked right before, and that might delay his timing a little bit, but it wouldn't be too bad in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, and what he'll probably do off the back of it, he'll probably go for 2 more medevacs
right.
and try and do double drops. I mean, that's the Volker special. But
Yeah.
what normally when I do 2-1-1, and I think what Lord also does, is you get a fast third behind it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Because I mean, the chances that the Zerg player is going to defend the 2-1-1 and have enough units to defend the 2-1-1 and attack you is very low. So you macro pretty
well,
hard behind it.
Speaking of predicting seeing the 2-1-1, Volt just ran his medevacs right past an Overlord. So Light is pretty much preparing himself, getting some Banelings, getting some Zerglings, waiting for Volt to come on to creep, pounce on him. Nothing too bad. Just a spine
They
crawler.
play so often, though. They play so often. I'm pretty sure Light knew what was coming.
Yeah.
But I don't think he definitely doesn't need the spine course. If you get Banelings, even though Volt is super good at target firing, when you have those Banelings, you're just buying time basically for your links to do the damage. So
Yeah.
he's got more than enough units now. I don't think he needs to make spines. I think he obviously needs to get overlords in position because Volt is definitely gonna start double dropping
All
and
right.
just
Yeah.
start powering up in terms of drones.
Mm-hmm. Well, Volt go again with his 3 medevacs and Marines for the third.
Queen's ahead.
Oh, Queen dead. Queen's dead. Creep tumors are being cleaned up. That's like, it's bad because as a Zerg player you want all that creep, but
Yeah, he also killed so many active creep tumors.
yeah.
So,
So
and he killed the queen, spreading that creep as well. So these creep spreads going to be super
a lot
super slow at this
slower.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so because of where Volt killed the creep tumors, I feel like he wants to go always to the third. Oh! That was I'm gonna blame lag here. I will
Yeah.
be on Volt's side. I feel like if this was on EU, that would have been a lot cleaner, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
and I
gonna.
think, wow.
That is a mistake you don't see Volt
Yeah.
make too often. I feel like. Oh, Baneling speed just finished. Those Marines were lucky to leave right before Baneling speed.
I think if that didn't happen, I honestly wouldn't like Light's position if Volskis was just like, okay, I'm gonna push because
Yeah. No, I agree.
he had a lot of army.
I
A
agree.
lot of
Because right now, Light is just starting his 4th when Volt had his 3rd finished, just becoming a orbital right now. He
Yeah.
he's got few amount of tanks back home, still macroing hard, getting more Raxes, and starting up his production cycles. Volt coming here and now sees that a Volt is starting to be made, so he should know that he's in a pretty good spot and generally pretty even with Light, honestly, right now.
Maybe Volt a tiny bit ahead.
Oh yeah,
But he didn't start 2-2. He only started +2 attack. If he had done, yeah, he just realizes now, because then he would have been up an upgrade on Light for a pretty long time.
Yeah,
and that would have opened some really good windows. But the fact that he forgot armor, that's pretty bad for Volt at this point.
yeah. That extra armor could help against those Zerglings at least.
Yeah.
Try to survive a little bit to like pick off the Banelings, possible. Volt, all Volt is really doing is just putting presence on the map, clearing out creep, kind of keeping Light on his toes, really, not making him too comfortable in a sense.
I mean, Light's being very, very greedy though. He's just staying with Lingbane. I don't think Volt has realized it. I think it is probably just playing the play. He knows that Volt is just going to be. He's not the one to do a parade push and just push through the middle. He's just going to keep dropping. And to be fair, if he keeps splitting his army, Lingbane is probably the best to keep defending that. Like, I think if Volt knew or we knew,
yeah,
he would just unsiege all these tanks.
Yeah,
and go for an attack.
I agree. I think that's like one of the problems Volt does is he really likes to play drop heavy. So he's very confident in it, and he does a good job on it. But there are times in some games where you just need that army to just push across the map. Yeah, pretty much. And then
God!
Oh dear, that was. If only he had siege tanks. Well, I think Volt should kind of be suspicious of Light's tech because Volt hasn't really scanned anything.
This is a good scout. This is a good scout.
Oh, he's...
The fact that he sees this Ultra Den is a big deal.
Oh yeah, seeing the Ultra Den. So now he knows what he's going to be going against. And he needs to start transitioning out. Ghost Academy goes down, which is very good. Oh, well, nope. Alright.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it works. But yeah,
I'm gonna give Volt credit though. His macro has been pretty good.
He's actually been keeping his money low, and I am actually surprised that he's
on 76 SCVs. His fourth base is gonna land pretty soon. Like, even though he keeps losing a lot of these medevacs drops, and he's also kind of behind in the tech because the ultra's already out. He's not in a terrible position. He's got Ghost in the way. He's gonna land his fourth CC now, so he can start mining from there. He's got a fifth one also ready to go, which he's making into a planetary. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's like the defensive command center. I honestly think Volt should really start just piling his units together and start pushing out across the middle of the map. Light has been consistently shutting down these drops pretty well, in my opinion. And I think what Volt really needs right now is just an army.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be very scared of these ultras.
Oh yeah.
Because he's also been focusing mostly on Marines, which you normally do in the current state of TVZ. And he's got one Liberator and he's got 3 Ghosts in the way. Like, you've got to get those units out.
Yep, I agree with that.
He's also got Vipers, which are going to just melt any effectivity of the tanks.
Yep.
I mean, I like Light's position actually. I really do.
Oh.
I wish they'd both stop making workers though.
I don't know about Volt, but Light, I think Light has a good bar of like when to stop making workers. Volt, however, seeing the games I've played with him and how many SCVs he has at the end of the day, I'm kind of sus about that.
Let's play. How many SCVs is Volticus going to finish on?
Oh, should we do like over or under, kind of?
But the thing is, we're kind of cheating because he's already He's about to max out.
Oh, that's true.
So the chance of him making any more work is.
Oh,
5.
those EMPs on those Vipers are
Oh!
pretty dank. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's a hole in that. Siege tanks, ultras.
That's a Terran Node wall.
Oh, planetary is gonna go down, perhaps. Planetary goes down. Light is just flooding in. Those banelings got picked off pretty well. Second planetary.
Every single ghost just died.
Oh, those planetaries died. Vipers, blinding clouds. A little too late, honestly, in my opinion. However, Light is trying to remax on Ultralisk. And I think Zerglings also. Vipers. But yeah. Ooh. Both players
Bad for both, though.
Yeah, both players are both equal in supply, or they were. However, Volt right now is very supply blocked. Dropping down 4 more command centers. I don't know, dude. I feel like you need some supply depots.
Yeah, I think you need one command center, maybe 2, and then just a whole lot of depots.
All 6 Ultralisks just spawned. Vipers replenishing the energies. Banelings are being morphed. Light, I am really liking Light's position right now, honestly.
Yeah. Time to get a spy. Oh, he does have a spy. Okay, time to get a great spy.
Oh god. Watch him just gonna go Mutaflock switch and win the game.
Broodlords are definitely the next.
Oh yeah.
Next.
Corruptor.
I mean,
yep. Just like you said, corruptors are being made right now.
Yeah. But Vault made a huge mistake. There's absolutely no anti-air in this army from Light, and he lost his 3rd base, which was an orbital.
Right.
And that's put him so far behind because look how many SUVs are just doing absolutely nothing.
I agree.
His economy has been.
I feel like those planetaries, like he had that one planetary in front of his natural, that was kind of odd in my opinion. Wasn't really necessary. I feel like that could have been a 5th base, right? And like even if that 5th base was a planetary, it's like doing the same thing. At least you have SCVs doing something there. Well, Light's going for the 3rd. Ultras are too fat. Ultras are too fat. Banelings are actually running in, which is what Light wants, but he doesn't have any kind of support to back them up. The snipes are going off. 1 Ultra goes down. 2nd Ultra is almost dead. Not quite. But Ultralisk in the SCV line, giving everyone hugs, taking down a planetary. Oh dear. I don't know about this, Phoenix Tears.
Congratulations to CranKy Ducklings.
You never know. Maybe Volt might pull something out of his butt. Oh, parasitic bombs on those liberators. What a boss.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of crafters, but it's enough.
Yeah.
And he's got a huge bank of gas and minerals. It's not like it's just a huge bank of minerals. He can just max on whatever the hell he wants after this. He's doing so much economic damage. Vaults on 27 SCVs.
Ooh, that wasn't too bad of an EMP, but I think at this point, it's not worth it. He should have probably used it as a snipe instead. But, oh dear. Oh, there comes the ducks on those liberators. Pretty good.
Pretty smart. Yeah, very smart.
Unsieging them, making them become kind of useless. And all Light has to do is just flood Lings in. Flood any unit in, pretty much. Clean up everything, and yeah, I think Light will take this game.
Yeah, that's not winnable for Volt anymore.
Volt has 18 minerals, no income whatsoever. This is... oh, this is dreadful. This hurts to watch.
Yeah. Every single SCV is going to die before he leaves the game.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
No, look at the SCV counter.
Lost.
92 SCV.
Jesus.
Oh god.
That was so bad. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Barracks are lifting. Command center's lifted. I mean, for Light, Greater Spire is being made, so he doesn't really care anymore. He just do whatever he wants. Volt does have 2 medevacs, kind of full of units, but I don't know. I think this is a lost cause. Really.
Oh yeah. I think he's trolling now.
Yeah.
Obviously, this game's over.
This game is.
He
so
knows it. We know it.
He knows it.
And
We
he's
knows it.
making you guys work for it. He's making you guys. I can respect.
He's gonna land his CC in a different place and start muling. That's what's gonna happen.
And producing from his flying axis.
Yeah. Well, muters are out. Corruptors are out. They're just gonna go fly around, catch whatever Volt has left. I'm pretty sure
He's
after.
made muters. Look how
I'm pretty sure after these medevacs die, Volt will finally leave. But goodness.
really smart though from Light to make the muters because they can easily catch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He. This is really funny actually at this point.
Oh, last medevac's down. Last marine is down. All that are left are the buildings. Anyways.
Oh wow. The CC's still alive. Anyways, how was your day?
Oh, you know, I'm doing good.
Do you have a good day?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Korean barbecue for dinner, so I'm excited
Aw.
for that. Yeah.
Oh wow. Another thing Lord won't eat is Korean barbecue. So I've got to go with my other friends.
Wait, Terrorlord won't eat Korean barbecue?
Terran Lord won't eat a lot of things.
That
No, you
GG.
asshole! He didn't even let Light kill his last building. That's so BM.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 to the CranKy Ducklings versus Psionic Aftermath. Honestly, I think the games were pretty good today.
Yeah.
Sure, there might have been a bit of server issues. I feel like people are gonna blame, but besides that, I think the games were very, very well done.
And at least we kind of got the Titanic battle, even though Light did seem like he was ahead for a lot of that game.
Mm-hmm.
It did get to Ultras, it did get to the late game, so we did got the Titanic end to the battle.
Yeah. I think the only thing was Volt kind of was a bit late on his transition in a way. I think like
he scouted the Ultras too late, yeah.
Yeah, like he found out right as he landed in the main, and right as he landed in the main, it finished, right? So when he realized it was there, he's like, "Oh, I need to tech up," and that was a bit late in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Agreed.
anyways, thank you, Phoenix Tears, for joining me in our clan war today.
It was extremely fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, I think both of us learned a lot between our teams, honestly.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Not to put Vault tickets in ever.
So, where can we find you and your team, Phoenix Tears?
You can find Psionic Aftermath at twitch.tv/Psionic Aftermath. You can also follow us on Twitter at PSI Aftermath. Yeah, I think that's about it in terms of PsyX.
All right. And for us, you can find us, CranKy Ducklings, here on Twitch, twitch.tv/CranKy_Ducklings, on our Twitter at CranKy Ducklings _. And next week, I believe we do have another clan war being set up. I'm not 100% sure, but there are talks and rumors going around about
Exciting.
clan wars happening. And until then, you can find both our teams at the VTL whenever it starts next ladder season or so. And until then, have a good night, everyone. Enjoy yourself.